Should we put more skyscrapers in this map? You know, we have a huge residential demand and everything. I think we should do some more skyscrapers while we're over here. So why don't we just get rid of all these little houses here. We're just gonna de-zone this whole area here. No more zoning. Go away houses. Nobody wants you. There we go. Over here, yeah, these are nice houses, but they're not super upgraded or anything, so you can go too. And just make sure we don't have any zoning there. Okay, so we could probably redo this area as well to just make sure that we're, you know, checking all the boxes we want. And this is all going to be high density anyway, so I think we just get rid of these roads. I'll leave the parking lot there. We'll use it, sure. This is going to lose power, which may or may not be a bad thing. I guess we'll find out. And then this is the road we're keeping. We know that we're keeping this one. I'm not sure we're keeping this bridge. I don't think we are. But what I will say about this bridge, if I just get rid of it really quick, is that it is a great point for us to connect to our little road down here. So now we have another connection point down there. Cha-ching. Love it. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. Now, all these guys are going to complain about not having all the basic necessities, right? They're not going to have their stuff that they want. And you know what? That's fine, because we're just going to delete all of them anyway. All of these guys are gone. I don't want them here. Goodbye. And then we'll redo this land, flatten this down, let's say, level to here, let's say. Not sure exactly how high this is, but it looks pretty good compared to the other side over there, right? We have the border, right? So we want to make sure that we can do that over here too. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that first this time. So that way, when we start laying in the city on this side of the water, we're laying it in with this whole idea already in there. Like this is already guaranteed, right? We'll just have everything be off of that road and everything will look great. That's my opinion, man. And we connect. Okay, so everything's connected on this side too. And it looks like we need like a kind of a ramp sort of thing happening right here. So we'll just kind of do that with our slope tool. And then it's a little bit of a beach kind of thing happening here, but we're good. Yep. And then we're going to want to bring this road here just a little bit in. There we go. That's a little bit too much. We don't quite need it to be that far. That's probably pretty good. All right, you are just going to get out of the way for a second. Put you over there for now. And now we're going to go ahead and make our road on this side too. So real quick, grab this. We're going to go up 1, 2. And I'm thinking probably... Oh, yeah, kind of like that. And then all the way over. About there. Come on, there. Okay. And then we'll just continue along the side of this river, making sure that we make this nice concrete barrier all the way around. And we do this when you do this at the start of the plan, like when you already have it in your head that this is the plan and you're going to do this, it becomes a lot easier because it's like there's nothing in your way. It's wide open and it's a lot easier to pull this off as opposed to like having to go around structures that you already have just because you want to keep them, right? There we go. And then, you know, we can go a little bit further, I guess. No, not a bridge, a wall. A wall. No, not gonna let me do it? Okay. I understand. No, not everybody can be cool. No, not gonna let me do it. Okay, it's fine. So this is what we got so far, and I think it looks fine. I think it looks pretty good. We're gonna take, landscape tools over here and just kind of do one of those numbers. Get rid of that. Come over here. Get rid of that side. Oh, we got a little bit here that's technically connected to the land and not a wall. So we'll delete that really quick. Let's go ahead and get this to be back and level with where we want it to be. There we go. Just a quick little skim right there. There we go. And then we want to go, yeah, about like this. About like that. You know what? That'll do. I'm not going to be picky about it. I think that'll do just fine. So now we've got this river looking mighty fine with 2 concrete walls all the way around. We just need to go that way with it, but that's okay. Now all these guys are going to complain about not having any connections and stuff, and that's because this bridge does not bring any of these utilities over. They need to be connected to a different road, which is why I'm going to come over here just to make sure we have these utilities so they don't complain too much anyway. And we're going to connect this over here with a bridge, just like that. And just by doing that, all of these guys will be like, okay, cool, we're fine now. And that's all I needed them to do, just to shut up and stop messing with me. All right, we're going to check the zoning really quick. We do have some zoning. It's not all the way around, admittedly. We do have some spots here where it is decided not to allow zoning. So we are going to have to redo that a little bit. But overall, though, you can see it's easier. For sure easier when you've got all the space to work with right away. All right, so I've got the wall all the way around. Looks pretty good. Took me quite a bit. I had to reposition a lot of things just to make sure that the zoning was there and that it wasn't part of the land and everything. So it is raised up everywhere. And as far as zoning goes, we have big zones right here, which looks really nice. These ones here are pretty big too. We're going to have something underneath here near the bridge. And then we've got some little shops and stuff that we can have over here. Yeah, I think if we were to get rid of, though, all of these, because these guys, these things got demolished in all my repositioning and everything I did. So, because I deleted them, right? We're just going to unzone this area. We'll just turn the paint tool on and just unzone all this stuff. And if we do that, these zones along the water get bigger. That's pretty nice. We can also delete this whole road. Because again, all these guys are just, all these tool bags are going to just get out of here. Goodbye. We get rid of all these guys. And I think these zones near the water get a lot bigger. Yeah. So what I'm hoping for is like real big skyscrapers just kind of all around the water and stuff. So I think that's what we're going to eventually get here. Okay. So on this side, what I'm going to do is we're going to reposition this parking lot, and I can put it right along the water on this road without getting in the way of zoning. That feels special, you know. So we can go ahead and do that. Now it is saying that it doesn't have a road connection, so I think that's not allowed. Yeah, it's not going to be allowed. However, here's something we can do. If I put you over here, we can have a road that kind of comes off of where this isn't allowed to zone, right? And we can put this road from here and bring it this way. This is kind of coming between the bridges. I think maybe we'll go like this with it. Yeah, between the bridges, kind of like that. Okay, now it's a little wavy. Probably should flatten it before I do that. But if I was to take the parking lot, I can now put this on this road instead. And now we have parking near the water. And that seems fine. So in order to really build this out to be like really organized and nice, I think I probably should be, anyway, leveling all this stuff out, right? So we should level this out. So I think initially I want to make sure everything's level with this road. So I'm going to bring this land up here to kind of make it level with this road. And of course, it's going to bring that up on the water side too. It's fine. We can still remove it on the water side. As long as the road was placed as a raised road with a wall like that, it remains that way, even underground. So we can just come over here and pull that part back. There we go. Just kind of tell it to go level with the water underneath. And we'll pull that part back like that. Okay. So if I make my brush just a little bit bigger, I probably should have waited until that was done. So maybe we'll just bring this out just a little bit more. I need my brush bigger and I don't want to deal with the water, but I think it's probably faster to just deal with the water at the very end, right? Instead of having to do it over and over again. So it's fine. All right. So we'll get this part here extended out. Now this goes uphill. So eventually this part I'm raising will become a part that I'm, you know, bringing down instead. And then I also have this, which I don't really like how this is happening, right? It's kind of like going into the ground like this. I kind of want to change that too. So part of me actually thinks like I should somehow dip this lower so that it looks better. But the other part of me just says you can delete that and replace it, right? It's not permanent. You can do whatever you want with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. So I'm gonna flatten this stuff out for a bit, and when it's ready to build, I'll bring you right back. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this over, maybe like this, and then on this side we'll do the same thing, just to kind of give us a baseline of where we are. And right away I can see there's a conflict on this particular location just because there's a post here. Didn't see that. So we'll go ahead and just remove that really quick. I want this to be, we're gonna start with we're gonna get a grid, but I need it to be kind of straight first. So I also don't want it to interfere with these buildings on this side. So part of me actually wants to make this road kind of curve around. And part of me also says, hey, wait a minute, you said grid. So actually, why don't we try a combination of the two here, the two ideas here. So I'm trying to avoid that happening, right? I don't want the zones to get split up. I want these to be nice big zones. And one thing you can do is just let buildings build first. And then if you can do that, then, you know, you'll have access to, you can go ahead and build roads behind them and they won't despawn. So I think what I'll do is we'll go ahead and put big residential buildings along the water here. And if we can get them to start constructing, which they may take a little bit before they do it, and I kind of want them to make big buildings, all right? Now, there's not a whole lot of demand for the really high skyscraper residential, but hey, maybe we can get them to do it. That's what I was hoping for anyway. In the meantime, we should probably plan for other things. So we're gonna put the road here, but I think here's a way we can get around it. We're gonna put a highway here instead. All right, so we'll have the highway come back here like this instead, and that will get wrapped around about, let's say here-ish. Seems good. We wrap it around like this. Yep. And so as a highway, you know, it's not going to do the zoning, so we're free there on that. And we'll just put it there for now. Now I can have all my roads and stuff off of that highway, and that's fine. On this side, we'll do the same thing. Just make it cross like this, and then we'll wrap around. And, you know, it could probably be closer. Could be a little more curvy, like say here, for example. That's fine with me. And we're not going to have any zoning. We're not going to have any utilities and stuff brought through here anyway. So it kind of doesn't matter if that is unpowered, as long as it's connected and I can do it later. Okay, so we'll see what happens with these guys. We need to get this road connected up though, because there's currently like not really a good way to get over here. And that's what this area is for. So we're going to have big roads. We're talking like, yeah, I think we'll do the 6-lane divided here. We'll put it right here. And then I want this to go that way. And I kind of want it to, I didn't flatten this side. So I'm going to get this to be kind of more where I'm looking for here. So it might be about here, let's say, to here. All right. And then we're just going to want this to be a nice gradual slope up to that height, just to make sure it's nice and gradual so that we can control that and it's not all bumpy. All right. So we're just going to do one of those numbers. There we go. And it's just going to kind of flow up there as a ramp for now. Okay. And then let's bring our brush a little bit down, and we'll just kind of do one of these numbers real quick. And then we'll soften it up on that side. It's going to get changed anyway when we make the road for real. So whatever. All right. But now that we have more of a even slope here, let's let's go ahead and bring this road, I think from here. Yeah, right about from here. We'll go 90 degrees off this road. And we're going to bring it all the way to about here. That seems fine to me. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. 90 degrees. And it's going to go all the way out to about, let's say here. All right. Now we clearly have some kind of elevation differences happening through here. So we're going to need to flatten the land. But that didn't happen here because we did the gradual slope. I did a slope this way. I didn't do the slopes this way. That's my problem. So we're going to pull this back really quick. And let's do our slopes on this side too. Grab the slope tool. And we're going to select a height. Let's just select this height. And then we're going to go ahead and say from here, bring it in. So from here, I want you to bring it in. Nice and gradual. From here, bring it in. All very, very smooth. Very gradual. And then we just kind of soften the edges a little bit. Call it a day. All right. So now we'll do the same thing we just did from here all the way out this way. And we should do this. We should get this now without that bridge happening. If we don't, then I guess I need to do this. Oh, I'm at 5 meters height. Oh, that's also another thing that's probably going to stop me from having what I want, is just having this high height through there. So let's not do that either. Boom. That's much better. I'm surprised this one didn't mess up with me being at... It did actually, right here. Okay. It did mess up right there. So we'll pull that back and then bring that out even further. We only went to about here when I was doing the slope, so I can probably leave it there. All right, good. So that's the angle for this side of the city. All right. And then these are our arterial roads. As you know, arterial roads are the main roads at which people are moving around. We got a little bit of a bridge right here, which I think this will all get cleaned up eventually. And then we can have this road right here. This is going to be a roundabout. Bam. Just like that. And then what we can do is have our road that's going through here. We can have you meet up with that road. We'll just have you curve into it. That's what I'd like you to do. You could kindly curve into that a little bit. Is that good enough? I think so. Yeah. So right there. And now people can get off this roundabout and come into here if they want to. And all good things. I think anyway. Okay. Now we can start making our grid. And I'm going to go for the grid tool here for this. And we're going to say let's say from here to here. And then all the way out. And we'll just lay in our grid about like, you know what? We should probably come off of this road instead. You know, maybe we don't come off that road. Maybe we connect it. No, I think we connect it a little more intentionally. Yeah, so how about we try this instead? We'll go all the way out here. Out here. And then we'll bring her down from this point. And there's going to be several roads right there where it won't actually build. And that's going to have to be fine. But I kind of want the grid to just be... I'm going to have to come from the other side, aren't I? Yeah. Fair. Okay, fine. We'll do it from the other side. From here down. I just don't want the roads to mess up. Yeah, so right about here should be okay on that. And then from this point to this point to this point. Oh, you're not going to let me? For real? Yeah, I guess not. Okay, fine. Whatever. We'll go back to straight road tool here. And then you see we have a little bit of a gap. And that's good. I like that. And we'll go on like this. And then you can connect there. And then you can connect, have you connect there. That's fine. You know, adds a little difference to it, right? Angled connections on this road seems cool. I can get behind that. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so there's our grid on this side. Might want to change the terrain a little bit over here, but it's landed in. That's pretty cool. And then we can do the same thing over here. We'll say that we want to go from about here all the way across like this. It's not snap here. We don't need to do that. I can't even see the line where there's all the trees. That, I guess, is fine. And then we want this road to go about here. About here is fine. And then we'll just connect it like so. Okay. And then we'll have this one. We'll end up connecting here so that all these along the water can remain on the water. So we'll end up having angled connections on these roads too. So we'll say maybe this one connects like that. And this one connects out like that. And then we, of course, need connections to our arterials too. So we'll have one going from there, one going from, let's say, there. And another one can be, let's say, we'll have you go in like that. And then we'll have another one that goes maybe from where this intersection point is, like this. That's fine with me. So that's our initial grid. And we're already going to get big skyscrapers and stuff building, provided we can get all the power and stuff over here. Now, we can probably get another bridge over here, but we still need power actually running into this area. So what I'm thinking is we do the pipes and the power cables and all that stuff. We just run that underground, right? So we have the combined pipe connections from here, and we'll just have that stuff running underground over to here so that we don't need to worry about the connection. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it doesn't look like it's connecting. Did that just connect? I can't tell. It doesn't. It looks like it's connected. It's just not running to it. It's like there it goes. Yeah, it's connected. Okay, cool. That's the combined pipes. And then for the power, right, we can run those, I think underground too, right? Can we run power cables underground? Yeah. So we'll say the power cable on this side, it's 10 meters down, whatever. And we'll run that down and we'll hook that up over here too. Like that. Okay, so now we get power, water, sewer. It's all hooked up over there. And none of these guys should be complaining now once we build this in. So now we want to get our commercial business going. And so I think I'm going to actually have a couple of mixed housing stuff happening over here. We'll put a few mixed buildings like in this area so we can get some, housing plus commercial over here as well in that little area. And then we'll have high density housing here. We'll do high density housing here and here, as well as here and here and here. And then we'll pop in a couple of office buildings and stuff. We'll say, maybe we'll have a big office there, and then another big office could be over here and maybe right there. And we'll just see how they decide to build, but I'm giving them all the things that they can now. New signature building available, the Ember Suites, luxury homes on top of a clothing store with an updated wardrobe downstairs. Every day can be full of style and sass. Okay. All right, here, Ember Suites, 1 attractiveness plus 8 well-being. All right, so for the Ember Suites, why don't we place this building? I was gonna say place it in a place where we really can't build much anyway. I like this right here. This is cool. I like that right there along that edge right there. Boom. The Ember Suites. There we go. Up on the hill, kind of, and like this road actually has a wall because of the terrain difference there. So there's a retaining wall there, which is kind of cool. All right. Well, these guys are complaining about water and stuff, and that's a little weird, gotta say. But it's because this is a highway. That's why. So let's upgrade this. We don't want this to be a highway anymore. We'll go like that, like that. Well, we don't want the zoning to get messed up here, so we want to hold off on that. But on this side, we can upgrade that. If we do this, does it mess it up? It does not. Okay, that's good. Yeah, all right, that's fine. Cool. Maybe actually once you place the zone the way it's marked, maybe that's the point where it stops mattering. I don't really know. Doesn't seem to be messing it up. Seems fine to me. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and put all this in there and make sure it's all connected. So now everybody should have all the utilities they need. Very good. All right, next we need fire. I've just been doing firehouses. I realize the central fire department is probably more effective, but I've just been doing these little firehouses and stuff, and it's been completely fine so far. I don't think there's a big issue here with doing it this way. I realize a proper firehouse would, I guess be better, but like I said, I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't bother me. We can put one. Let's where do I want to put this? I'll put it here, but then it needs quick access to the roundabout and stuff too. I guess it can go around like this. It's kind of like down where I want all the big buildings to be, though. I kind of want this to be more uptown. Let's put the fire department uptown more. We'll go ahead and grab our road right here. Let's make this go up the hill like that. We're gonna make you go up the hill like this, and we're gonna probably have to put schools or something in here. This is a really steep hill, man. I should flatten this. Well, maybe not flatten, but I should definitely make it more gentle, because it is not a gentle slope. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say that we put the terrain tools on this again. I don't know. I thought I already did this, but maybe I just messed it up. I don't know. It needs to be a more gentle slope. I'll tell you that right now. There we go. That's much better. Much better. That slope is going to change people's worlds, you know. It's going to make everybody, they're going to say to themselves, my gosh, I had no idea how bad I had it. But I had it really bad, man. And that new mayor of ours, he really showed me the way. Showed me the error of my ways. Yeah, so now we're much more gentle on our slopes. And then we're just going to do one of these, and it's just going to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe. Okay, let's go like this, and we can do the separated one. That's fine. Let's bring it from the center right up like this. It's going to be kind of off center, right? So you go over the roundabout, but then everything kind of shifts. So you don't go in a straight line anymore, and that's okay. As long as we're going parallel to the train tracks, I'm all right with it. Although I may change the train tracks. Man, that is a really steep slope. But the important thing, I think, is that it's much more gradual. Yeah. It's much more gentle now. Okay. Try this again. Go up the slope. Boom. Very good. And then we can add an extra gap here. So we can add things like a hospital, a high school, something like that can be in this area. Probably going to need more schooling soon, so we'll leave that as a possibility. Connect these roads like that, and then I guess I can connect this at the end. That's fine. All right, cool. And then on this side, we want to have enough room for the train tracks to stay, so we'll do that. Make sure we bring out like this. And you know what? We could just make a grid here. I think I'm all right with the grid. If I just tell this to make a grid at this point, sometimes I just can't, you know, it's not going to do it for me, you know, but you just make a grid like this. I'd be over the moon on that, man. Can you just make that happen, please? See, I can't click because it's going to get in the way of this road. That sucks. I don't want to get in the way of that road. It'll let me do this. She won't let me do the other one. That's weird. You'll actually let me click this, though. Okay, we'll do that. And then can I do it again? Can you let me do this now? You're just going to tell me no. You know, that's just no good. Why are you telling me no? And it feels so much better to say yes, doesn't it? Okay. All right, well, we'll just go up again like this. This is why I don't use the grid tool. It's just not reliable. Doesn't work. All right. There you go. Now you know. In case you were planning on using that tool yourself. Screw it. Doesn't work. Always better to do it all manual. All right. Show people you know how to play the game. Okay, there's the layout for our grid. What do you think? Looks pretty good, right? I think it does. Now, we got to have a couple of things. Like, you see there's a gap here where it's not actually connected. There's going to be a couple of places where it's connected, okay? And one of those places, you can see how it's not the same dimensions. Like, the grid doesn't line up, so it's a completely different grid pattern here. We're going to have this be connected there. And then we can also go in on this side, and I think we'll bring this down like this and connect over here like this. All right, so there's 2 places where you can get in here. I guess 3, because you can also go on the roundabout there. But because this is a main way to get into this area, we're probably going to be a little busy here. So I'm just going to real quick pop that in as a roundabout, because it might get busier there than everywhere else. Okay, so this is saying that there's no car access, no vehicles. I don't understand that, because there is clearly car access. Very clear, easy to find car access, I believe. Unless I'm mistaken, there are cars driving on this gigantic bridge, so they should be able to get here, no problem. But in the event that I'm wrong for some reason, I'll tell you what we could do also. I could add one more connection point here. And if I was to do this, I think what I would probably do in the place of this is I would take this road away so that it's not a grid here anymore. And then I would add this road coming straight through with a dead end on that side, just to kind of change things up a little bit with it, right? And now I've got an extra entrance point here, and then I can go into my roundabout tool and do the roundabout thing here too. Let's just make them a little bit bigger. Okay, there you go. So now people can get it through here, no problem. All right, commercial demand. That's the big thing. We'll add commercial there on this big road here, big road here, big road here. And let's add commercial along the water. I wanted to do commercial along the water. My game freezing? Oh, I think my game just froze. Yeah, we're crashing. We be crashing. All right, we're back from the crash. I had to actually redo most of the stuff I'd done over here related to the grid, but it's going to give me an opportunity to do things a little bit better this time, I think. So I'm adding some higher capacity roads in here instead. We got that 6-lane arterial right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a 4-lane road that goes up this way. The back road here is also a 4-lane. This one here is a 4-lane. These both go into roundabouts there. And then we'll probably do some more stuff over here. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Over here, I got another grid, and I'm going to go ahead and connect it with a road here. But before I do that, I'm going to upgrade this road to be 4 lanes as well. And then I can also shift to having this one over here be 4 lanes too, just to help getting people into here and, moving traffic just a little more fluidly. So we'll go ahead and add this road to like that. It is going to separate these things a little bit, but I'm going to end up putting like parks and stuff through this, I think anyway, so it's fine. We'll just go ahead and flatten this out a little bit. There we go. All right, seems okay. And then from right here, we'll go in and just have this meet up with this at a 90-degree angle, please. Not going to do it, so let's go ahead and take this off and 90-degree angle there. And then finally, we're going to go in and we're going to say that this is a roundabout as well. Okay, so that gives us access to this run, and then we're going to have a road that goes through here too. So this is I think this one here is going to be a 4-lane as well. The game is operating really badly right now, and I'm not sure what's up. I have it paused, and it just keeps crashing. So I suspect there's a patch that just happened 10 minutes ago. So I got kicked out, and then the game patched itself. I have no idea what's in that patch because I haven't bothered to read it yet, but I'm hoping that it's fixing something and not the thing that's breaking something, is what I'm hoping for anyway. So we're going to add this road here as a 4-lane as well, just to give a little bit higher traffic flow through there. And that's pretty good. And then we'll have this go ahead and connect here as well. So again, we're trying to promote people using these higher traffic roads. We'll go about like that with it. And then I'm just going to pop in another roundabout there too, because I can. Okay. So that takes care of my grid for now. There are going to be we can have some other roads that just kind of meet up and connect real quick if we want to. So like, we can put that one in there too. We can stick this one. I don't want to be too close to that, so I think we'll go maybe here with it. That's fine. This side over here, we could have this meet up here too, I suppose. But most people are going to be traveling on these other roads, I think, and that's what we want to see. Put that there, and then have you stick in and maybe be right here. Probably fine. Okay, so with all that done, I need to rezone everything because I haven't done it yet. So we're gonna say we have all these mixed things happening over here, which is good. I do have some low density demand now for places, and I am just admittedly not interested in doing a whole lot of low density demand right now. However, there's a big open space here that we could do for low density, and I think it's probably okay to just go ahead and give them this area over here, because I don't really have anything in my head anyway that's we're going to use for this. And since it's a college town area, these guys can just drive themselves over to the university whenever they want to. So we'll put this road kind of this direction. We're not going to give them highway access right here, so they're going to have to drive over here to get highway access, but that's fine. We'll move this road to be kind of over on this side like that, and then we'll just kind of do whatever we do here with these back roads. So we'll just say like that maybe, and then bring these over and go about like this. Zing it over here, going about like this. That's fine. So we'll just have roads that kind of do this right now out in the country. They don't have to be exact or precise or anything like that. And then we'll just give them the low density residential that they wanted. So we'll just kind of go like this, and then we'll go out like that, and then we'll go over like that. And they don't have to be anything special, really. They're going to be some houses are going to be small, some houses are going to be large. No problem. No problem for me. Go ahead and do that. Now that is getting in the way of a power pole. Big surprise. No big deal. We'll just cut this. That's okay for now. And then we'll bring this over that way. Although the fact that there is high voltage lines running through here should be considered for the town, as we are doing. So tell you what we'll do. We'll take these high voltage wires. We'll bring them back this way instead. And we'll have them go all the way over here and meet up in this like that instead. I believe that should work. And then we can now take and just get rid of these high voltage wires running through here and there and there and there. And we should be able to see, I'm hoping anyway, we'll see the power is getting rerouted now through there. And indeed it is. Real quick check. We did do the power lines under here and the pipes. Yes, all that's running. So that's good. We shouldn't have any problems with resources on this side. Are there any special buildings I haven't placed? Yes. Principes. So graduation chance goes up. Crime rate goes down. Well-being. All this stuff is great, And I kind of like this idea. So this is going to lower crime rate and everything in a little radius too, which is kind of cool. I'm going to put this... I need to pause it actually because I have the rail disconnected right now and I didn't remember that. This is an office building. It's going to lower crime in a certain area to 500 meters, it says. So it's not that great. But if I put it on the main road here, then it should maybe bleed its influence across the bridge. I'm hoping. I'm going to set it right here, I think. Put it right there. That's fine. Just off the main road. And honestly, I don't even know how the cars are getting in there. I think that's probably a bad spot for it. Like, how are the cars even going to jump in there? It's an office, but it doesn't deserve that. There we go. That's better. And then hopefully that range bleeds into this area here, so the crime rate's lowered there too. So I disconnected the rail because I wanted to make sure I had the grid correct and stuff. So let's go over to tracks, and we're going to want to replace these tracks. They are still going exactly where they were before, except they are raised up slightly, as you know. So we're going to want to lower them, get them down onto the ground here. Let's lower them a little bit earlier. Gonna get them right here, and then we want to raise them up to about here, and then lower them from here down about like that. Ought to do it. That's pretty good. All right, and then from there we'll go ahead and take our one rail on this side, and we will be curving you around to meet up with this on that side there. Yep. And then on this side, we want to get you coming in underneath the bridge. Come on. Do it. I'm a little bit off here. I gotta line it differently. Here we go. Try this instead. I know it's the posts underneath the road, but I'm trying to make this go a little bit different angle than before. Curve too tight. Damn. All right. So I need to pull this a little bit. I guess later. Should be good here. And we're solid. Okay. So I can now let it run because the train tracks are reconnected now, so everything's fine. Okay, so I guess it's just a matter of putting things in the way it were before. So we had a little commercial, I think, mixed district right here, I'm pretty sure. Low rent housing, it needs to be a thing too. We need people who can, you're going to live in a low rent area. So I'm thinking we're going to do low rent housing like right in this area with the commercial in this area, some more low rent housing over here. And then we'll put some smaller like commercial buildings over on this side for these guys to have right near the rail and everything, some smaller stuff like that. And then we want larger density commercial buildings over on this side like that. And we'll put some larger density stuff here. I want some really high density stuff as far as, residences go. I want them all the way over here. High rises and stuff. This is definitely what we want near the water, all the big high rises. So we're definitely going to do that. This road, I think, this isn't someplace I want to zone new things, actually, because this road's going to get replaced. This one's fine, but like these little roads here are going to get replaced. So there we go. I'm providing all the things they need. So now it's just a matter of getting industry, because industry is like a big demand right now. We have lack of high-skilled labor. So this is a new pop-up, and this is all about education. You need to find employees of the higher education level. So they're working with lots of different stuff. So they have 15 out of 16. They have one open position for an educated person. They're just waiting for more people to graduate high school, I guess. Speaking of which, we probably should take a look at our high school and see what's up. Seems good. I don't have any issues with the high school. I'm not sure if it's, in range for everything. So let's just zoom out real quick. We're going to go education. So, the green road is who has access to stuff like this, right? And then there's a college here, but I don't think this counts for, it's just red. It's weird. Citizen education, right? Education coverage is bad, I guess, over here. So we do need, you can't just have university town and have only universities. You have to have other things too, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and put a high school in, and I'll put this high school. I'm not going to have any stadiums or anything for this. So I'm just going to smack it right in the middle of all these low residential. Yeah, low density residential. I guess not in the middle, but over here. This is fine. We'll put this right here. There's a high school for everybody. Rejoice. Bask in the glory of your high school. And then we'll put the elementary school right next to the highway. The kids will love it. I won't love it though, because it's kind of bleeding into the highway, and I don't want that. So whoopsie on that. I don't really want that to be there. I've changed my mind. Now that I've ruined all those businesses, I'm going to put them over here instead. And then we're going to have to rezone these things. And we're going to rezone this for high density. Let's leave it low density here. I think this is where all the low density stuff is. I don't need high rises right next to all these people living, so it's fine. Yeah, okay, that's good. See, look at these high rises right here. I'm loving it. It's cool. It's next to the medium density. That's what it means. But like over here, it should probably be lower. That's fine. In the middle here, I was thinking about like getting like a park or something in through here, but I'm just gonna kind of hold off on it for now. But this gives us education, access there. So let's get another high school. Another high school over here. We're gonna put another high school in, and it should be. It could be like anywhere. I guess it doesn't matter where it is, right? They'll be able to reach it. right? It's not out of reach. Maybe way back over here by the trains. Put one over there. And then the elementary school, put that maybe right here. Put that right there. Okay, so now we have school. Access to all these things are great. Small plazas, you can just kind of throw these anywhere. Make sure people can enjoy themselves. These cool locations. Small playgrounds for the kids, right? Park maintenance departments, so we can manage our parks and rec, right over here. And we'll make sure that parks and rec is properly installed in an area somewhere. How about right here is fine. Parks and recreation. I need another one over here probably to manage these parks. So we'll put another one right there. That's fine. All right. What else do we need? We need police coverage. We don't have hardly any police coverage. I think a headquarters is appropriate. I've been putting off like police headquarters and stuff, but I think this is probably appropriate. I just have to find a good place for it because I really don't know. It's a rather large building. So one of these roads is going to have to go. And I think it's going to be this one. And now we'll take this away and put a police headquarters here instead. And wow, are you big. You are not the right size blocks. Still not the right size block. All right, so we're going to have to take away a couple of roads here just to see if we can get this thing to fit. It's freaking big. We're going to put this right here. This is where the police headquarters will be. Right off of this road. Let's put this right here. The police headquarters is right next to the elementary school. Those lucky children. They get to have all the nice things. Now, how's the upgrades for this? So we have a helipad here. Ooh, operating from here, patrol the city from the skies. They can cover larger areas and respond faster than patrol cars, but are not quite as effective. I mean, I got to see helicopters flying around, right? It's right on the pad. Love it. What do we got here? Extra jails. Hold extra criminals. Might as well hold them right next to the kids. Put them right next to the kids. It will be literally across the street from the kids. And then more space for police vehicles. Garage extension. There we go. All right, so that is a proper police headquarters. There we go. And then we'll have this road go back behind this and connect on that side. Seems good. All right, and then as far as fire goes, because we'll place that right next to there too, because why not? I don't remember if we placed any other firehouses or anything, but we're going to do that. There's going to be a lot of people here, so I think it's appropriate to probably add a second elementary school over here somewhere, because there'll be a lot of kids. And I guess I'll put it over maybe on this side like this. Put it there. Way over here. Let's get some medium density housing in this area. We have the low rent housing, which we were using before. We're going to put the low rent housing over by the tracks and stuff, right? Over here, we have some low rent housing. Some low rent over here, too. All right. And then we'll get some mixtures for some commercial and stuff, mixtures over here, too. Okay. So now we're just waiting for the big city to fill itself in. Again, we want to expand for our industry as well. So I'm going to go over here and add additional industry because we can. Just going to fill in these little spots here. I don't really have them zoned until I need them. And now I'm going to allow them to be zoned. So there we go. Additional industries can now form all around here, all around these different places. Very good. Let's see over on this side. And I want to see what we have as far as natural resources goes. Actually, let me see it with this one. If we go to production, here we go. So we need more livestock. We need more grain. We need more livestock. And livestock's very easy. So we should add more. And, you know, we have all these different vehicles and stuff that are making their way over. Looks like these are taxis. Yeah, taxis are... Oh, my God. Look at this road. We're going to want to fix this road. Later on, we're going to fix this road. As soon as I upgrade my city again, we'll fix that road. I think... we should check communications as well. Oh, also in post office. We don't have a proper post office over here either, so we should do that. And I'm thinking You can put mailboxes in. So, I mean, there is that. You can add mailboxes throughout the city, and then they'll just kind of cover everybody, right? Get everybody green here on the mailboxes. There we go. Add another mailbox over here. Sure. How about one over here? I've been kind of slacking off on the mailboxes. There we go. My college town doesn't have any. I know that. So I'm gonna go over here and add mailboxes to college town too. I mean, oh, they're really close to the post office though. It's right across. It's right across this area here. Like the main post office is right here. No, it's right here. So like they have actually really good coverage, but we could add the post office boxes anyway, just to do it. Put one in front of the university because it makes sense that they would have their own mailbox. And I guess we can put one over here too. Sure. And then maybe one along the water, along this area here. That's fine with me. Yep. So now we have decent mail coverage, but we're going to need more post offices anyway. And I am out of money. Bizarre. It's been a while since I've been completely out of cash. No money at all, huh? Crazy how that works. Let's get some more telecommunications over here. Make sure that they got their internet connections going. And then we'll speed up time so that I can afford a post office. So we'll say right about over here, let's say. Near the water on this side. Yeah, it's that prime real estate again. Plus, this building can get quite big. Kind of need room to expand potentially here. And it'd be a good idea to put this near the rail because most likely we could see in the future, you know, mail being brought in via the train tracks. And so I'm thinking probably what I'll do is I'll put the mail over here with the intention that it is most likely the case that we will expand over here with a bigger post office and then it'll get distributed after that. So I'm going to put it over here for now, but it's probably going to be on this side of the road when it's done. All right, we got big buildings happening over here. Look at this. That was quick. We got everything just building over here. We're getting real dense and everything. Look at this. Look at how these things built in a grid. Like this is almost, I'm getting some Barcelona vibes from this. You know, just like everything being exactly the same in a grid, right? I mean, obviously that's like an endless grid, but yeah, everything's being exactly the same. Yeah, okay. We got more high commercial demand again, so we can probably substitute some of these for bigger commercial buildings potentially. So let's give them more commercial buildings. If they want those, we'll give them to them. There you go. High density commercial buildings. They're all yours. And then on the water is what we wanted too. So let's get we'll get a couple of big high density commercial buildings here too. Although those aren't very tall. I was hoping they'd be taller, but I understand. It's fine. All right, guys, I've been playing this for a long time. All right, I'm just saying, I've been on this. I have no idea what I'm doing for these videos. Like, it's probably just, I don't know. Like, it's just playing the game, you know? Is it good to do that? Are you okay with me just playing the game? You know? I don't know. You got the library you can put in to help with graduation, I guess. Add bandwidth and range and all these things. We're gonna have lots of people living here. We got big tall buildings on both sides of the river now. Albeit I would like to see more here, right? I would love to see bigger buildings right through here. That'd be great. We can even put in like something right here. Want to see tall stuff all along the riverside, but this is looking pretty good so far, right? There's a good mixture. Tall things and small things, and you got the police headquarters over here. We have lots of different squad cars probably out patrolling all the areas over here and everything, and looking pretty good. Probably could do districts and things eventually, but we don't. I don't know if we have much need for it. We don't have any medical clinics over here too. That's a big thing actually. So probably should add a medical clinic right here on the main road. You don't want to do it on the main road. You want to do it just off the main road usually. But in this case, I'm going to do it right on the main road. I'm going to put it right here. And then I can add the upgrade for the more ambulances too. We don't actually have a hospital yet. I haven't unlocked it yet. Gatehouse Residences, a highly decorated residential building whose tower designs invoke the feeling of magic and fantasy in its residents and everyone nearby. Ooh. A feeling of magic, you say? All right, Gatehouse Residences. This is a fairly decently sized building, I suppose. I wonder if there's a place we could put this that is not in the way, but also quite prestigious. I like right here, actually, is what I like. Right along this area here, we could put it right like this. I'm good with that. It's kind of it's got some room around it still, right? Kind of giving it a vibe, and as they drive up here, they'll be able to see it, you know, on the bridge. They're on the bridge, they're driving, they're like, hey, look, see that blue building right there? That's the gatehouses. And then they slide down here, get low. Oh, man, dude, we should spend, you know what we should really spend more time with? We should really spend more time moving around, you know? Absolutely. We need bus routes and stuff through here too, don't we? I haven't done any of that stuff yet too. How's my budget? Still have a 400,000 surplus. It's pretty good. Let's lower some residential taxes. And we're going to increase industrial to 15, and we'll lower office to 9 just so we can get some more of those in here, potentially. And then we'll go high density. And I don't even know if high density offices will even build in these areas, to be honest, but I'll give them a shot to see if they want to build there. And then this area here, I feel like this is like a park. You know, I feel like a good, awesome park could go here, like a skate park even. Oh yeah, for sure. I just don't know if it'll fit, you know. We could do the skate park there, and then yeah, the basketball court. That's what I wanted to see. Can we flip this to be here instead? No? You're not gonna fit here? Is it because it's a roundabout? Because I can move. Like, I can slide this over. Would you fit here? That's where I want you. But you won't do it. You're just gonna be a jerk. Alright, fine. Move that skate park back over where I had it. Yeah, no, I want it. Yeah, look, you know what? Put it over here. It's fine. It's closer to the people over here, right? And then you got an outdoor gym. Put that next to the skate park. Here's a tennis court. Heck yeah, man. We need a tennis court. Tennis court right here could be cool. There we go. And then, you know, I do want to do some decoration stuff. I do. I want to get in and really do the detail and fine tune work and stuff. But it's just one of those things where I don't really know where things are going to be yet. And I don't want to spend a whole lot of time. Oh, this large plaza looks awesome though, doesn't it? We got to put this in here somewhere. Right here. Overlapping items, my ass. Hold on. I gotta put this right here. Come on. This seems like a good spot. Now, if I can flip you, where's the road connection? It's on, I don't think you're gonna tell me. The thing is, I want you to be, yeah, here, but in the middle is what I'm thinking. Do you have to have a road connection? Because if you don't have to have a road connection, I could put you in the middle like this. You know? It says you need road, but can I do walking path instead? Like, would you be comfortable with this? Is that okay? Apparently not. You have to have a full-on road connection, huh? All right, gravel road here then. And now you're gonna say, oh, you don't have a road connection. There you go. Now you have a road connection on both of those. See, that looks cool. It's not like a Central Park kind of thing, but it looks pretty cool. And then right next to that, we could put in like a municipal building of some kind. I'm thinking like that, like a city hall kind of thing, right? But I don't think we have anything like that anymore. We already used it, right? Do we have like any major, like a major government building is what I'm looking for, right? Administration, yeah, welfare office, central bank, like another central bank would be cool. To put another central bank right here. God, it's so big. I don't think we've placed this yet. I think it's a massive building. I really don't think we've placed one of these yet. Right? I don't see anything that resembles this. Like, it is huge, and I really think we should place it because this is, if this really is going to be a business center, then we should have this. And I'm thinking right here. I'm thinking this is where this is going, right here. All right. As soon as I have the money to do so, and I might even take a loan to get it because I want it now. So I'm thinking we just borrow like $1 million. Okay. I'm thinking we borrow $1 million and then we come over here. We need to borrow more than $1 million. We need to borrow more than $1 million. We're going to borrow a bit more. Okay. My interest rate's going up. I don't like that. I want to borrow more. All right. And now that I've borrowed more, I'm in debt just so I can get my central bank on. Now I feel like I'm an American. We need to go into debt for our central bank. Put a plaza. Let's move the plaza to be across the street from the central bank. That makes sense. And then can we put like a park or something right here? That would really complement. Large parks, large playground, large plaza. Come on. Yeah. Oh, perfect spot too. Look at how it fits. How it dips down. It looks terrible, actually. Don't dip like that. What are you doing? Don't do that. Be nice, okay? Look, this is real simple stuff here, okay? This ain't complicated. All you gotta do is just be flat, okay? Be flat with that road. I realize it's going uphill here, but here's the thing, all right? Ready for this? This is the crazy part. Here we go. Ready? Boom. 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 Okay. And then watch. We take that little bit of extra magic and we say bang. And it still does it. It still dips right down. Even though it's supposed to be a smooth gradient, it still dips its shit down like this. Oh, why you do this? Oh, come on, game. Maybe if we flip it and we have it off of this road instead. What does that do for me? Okay, you're gonna raise it up, a little concave action now. Okay, well, I think I liked it dipping more than this, but honestly, I didn't like either one of these. I really don't like either one of those solutions. I just feel like you shouldn't be doing this. You should just be going with the natural contour that is the land, and the land is not doing that. You know, like I'm not seeing that. That's not what this land is doing. All right, so if you could maybe not do that, that'd be swell. Just don't do that. All right, see the land here. This is fair. It's not flat, but it's fair. And there's like a little dip here, but it's not extreme. Okay, it's not extreme. Can we maybe, please, pretty please? Okay, you know what? Screw it. That's just the way it's gonna be then. Damn game. We're gonna go to, where's that building at again? It's in here. Central Bank. Yep, right here. Central Bank, bang. Oh, you're gonna do it over here too, huh? Oh, you absolute jerk. It raises the terrain up. What are you doing? Ah, damn it. All right, hold on. I don't want to replace it. I have to move it. It's 150,000 to move this stupid building. You know what? We'll do it when we're not broke. I think it's probably better to do this when we're not broke. All right, so we now have a central bank in here, which is freaking cool. Part of me actually feels like it should be facing like this road here since it's more main, but that's okay. And then it's kind of right in the middle of downtown, which is cool. It's not in the middle. I guess the river is kind of the middle, but it is in a very important part of town, and we are going to have plenty of commercial demand with that building existing. And so I want to see results here. Okay, I want to see big commercial buildings is what I want to see. All right, we got to have a thriving commercial industry. All right, commercial industry? Did I say that out loud? I did. Yep, I want to have a thriving commercial industry now. Okay, give me a few mixed buildings here, and then give me them tall. Give me those tall buildings. All right, I want the really tall ones. Along this side, it doesn't matter, but I want the really tall ones. Okay, with our central bank and our dipping plaza. Is there an upgrade to the central bank at all? No. It's just costing me 240,000 a month. So I'm actually at a deficit now of 140,000. That's no good. That's no good. I'm wondering if it has to do with, you know what? We should add some livestock too, just to add some more over to this. Let's go with specialized industry livestock farming, and we're just gonna go and say, hey, we're farming over here now, and that's it. We're gonna farm right here. Yep, and then we're just gonna say this building. We're gonna go out to the fence, bring it up. Yep, and then bring this over. That's actually fine. And then have that go there. There we go. And then you go there. And then we'll just farm the edge. Okay. Let's get that livestock. Yeah, all the way down here is good. That's fine. All the way to the wall, to the road. I'm good with it. Move this one though. There we go. And then you can come down like this. Have to make sure we're not crowding this building though. There we go. All right, in the back of that building. Here we go. Boom. And boom. Here we go. And then the road does what the road does. I'm going to do this because I like doing this. And then straight down from there, livestock farm. More livestock. More room for livestock. No idea if we're going to actually get a surplus here because I'm in so much debt now. So, you know, taking a loan in City Skylines just doesn't seem like something you should have to do. But my loan interest is 73,000, so it's not really about that. And the thing is, I'm noticing my balance going up anyway, even though I'm at a deficit. So that's probably has something to do with trade. You know, like my budget can't account for passengers running on the trains here and big shipments of goods leaving the city and things like that. Like, so I think that's where that deficit comes from. So even though I'm at a deficit, like here, even though I'm running a deficit on the trend here, it's I'm still gaining cash. Maybe once the month ticks over or something and I pay some bills, it will go back down. I don't know, but either way, right now, I think we're solid. Let's go ahead and put in another. I think some big commercial buildings could go right here. I'm good with that. Wow, they built that instantly too, right on the click. That was kind of nuts. Let's give more commercial buildings right here, and it's like immediately. I love it. Cool. They want to have commercial areas. I mean, they want to be right next to the central bank. I don't blame them. All right. People want to be right where the central bank is. I completely understand that. So there you go. And then we'll have some additional. Yeah, we're trying to get some additional businesses and people living over here. So that's good. I don't know about row housing and stuff. I feel like that's probably not something I need to do, but we could always do some medium density just to kind of keep things low on this side. Kind of cool with that. Waiting for a hearse. That makes some sense. I need to get some additional crematoriums going here. Get one over here near the hospital, near the high school, and then we'll put another one on this side. Let's put it. I'm gonna put one like across the road from the police station. I don't think that's a good spot for it. It needs to be out of the way. Wherever it is, it needs to be out of the way. How about over by the train tracks? I guess we'll put this like right here. It's fine. And then we'll add more space for hearses. That's not where I want that building. Shit. Well, that was bad. Thought it was like an upgrade to the plot, but it's not. Where is this crematorium? Put that right back where it was. Yep. And then if I want the upgrade for the additional hearses, I'll put that in the back like that. That way it's out of the way of extra buildings being here. And then we can just extend the cold storage too. It's fine. All right. So high school is really not holding a lot of people yet. And I don't have enough bus routes too. I need more buses moving through here too. So I'll have to look at that between videos. I'll set up some extra bus routes that take people around here. We're probably going to want some additional taxis as well. Probably a great idea to get some additional taxi depots going so that we can bring people around the city a bit more. We'll want that to be somewhat central to the transportation area. So I'm thinking maybe we could stick it in over here There's nobody building here yet, so I think this is a fine spot for it. So we'll place it right there. Now we get large city. That's great. 3.2 million was just gained. I'm gonna go over to my loans tab, and I can repay 1.7 million and not have to spend all that money anymore on all that interest. So there we go. Let's get out of debt with that. And then I'm gonna take this area and we're gonna go dispatch center. Perfect. And I want to have a lot of garages on this. I was really hoping you would fit here. Come on, don't do that to me. I was really hoping you'd fit. 1 garage, 2 garage, 3 garage. Garage extensions, yay. And they're all electric now. So lots of taxis. Lots of taxis in this area. And they can pick people up from anywhere. They don't need to go to any of those stands. But you know what? That doesn't mean we can't make stands. Like, we could totally make these little shelters anyway. We could put one there, and we can put one over across the road from the central bank there, and put one over by the police station maybe. I can put some, like, just stick them in here, and it still makes them more effective. It still makes all the taxis more effective to be in these areas. So we'll place them around here, even though they're not really needed, because they can pick them up from anywhere. But if people are waiting for taxis, then this is where they can wait. We'll do something like that. Just kind of spread them around town. I'm fine with that. We're also going to want to do some bus stops and stuff too. So we'll get some additional bus stops in here like this. And we'll like I said, I'll set up the bus routes in a little bit, but I'm not going to do it just yet. And then, you know, when we come back for the next video, you'll have the buses will just be here. Like, they'll be set up and running, and they'll be working and all that stuff. So, okay. So I think I'm going to call it quits here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. It's been a very long day for me, but I'm hoping you guys had a blast in these last few videos that I don't know, whipped into existence. My wife gave me 6 hours of uninterrupted gameplay, and I spent it on City Skylines. I hope that makes you happy. All right. Take it easy, folks. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.